Cancer, welcome to your monthly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for January. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Cancer. Okay, starting off the reading with the Page of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, right away this is sort of giving this impression that says I need to sort of keep my sword a little close to my chest because something may be catalyzing into a new beginning, and we may be saying no to something as we are starting. I wonder what has, in some way this Ace of Wands makes me feel like, what has turned you off recently, Cancer? Where are you feeling like something is no longer a yes? And you're starting to sort of see something, sometimes when the Page of Swords shows up as the first card, it can be that you've discovered something about a situation in your life and you're now realizing it's become a no. I'm no longer interested in this. I can see something and it's like, oh, okay, I understand this from a different point of view. I'm not going to really talk about it too much. I just know I need to trust where this is taking me, and it may be taking you into a no. So that's really interesting, Cancer. Let's see, what's the challenge in that? No, Page of Cups, yeah. So it's interesting. It's like if I say no to something, it may shift how much effort I'm putting into it. I may be getting a strong message to say the thing I want to create is not on that road. by investing all my energy and effort and making, a lot of intentional, dedicated time here to devote myself to a certain path, it's almost like you've realized that, oh boy, I've been investing myself in something that is not going to return what I was trying to create. So I better pull back my efforts and regroup here. And I don't need to make any kind of announcements. I just need to sort of shift where I'm placing a lot of my energy and effort and where am I devoting myself. And it's not bringing in the outcome that I've been working hard for. So this is really interesting. Let's see what's rising to the top here for Cancer. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's time to leave this kingdom and go somewhere else. It's time for a new adventure. Again, Eight of Pentacles on the bottom in reverse, saying you've been, it's funny, the expression they're giving me is you've been barking up the wrong tree. The fruit you're looking for isn't on that path. It's not in that tree. The creative manifestation here in the Page of Cups that you're wanting to bring in, it's not over there, it's over here. And so I need to redirect myself from here to here so that I can start seeing the outcome. So very interesting, Cancer. You're almost getting this message that says I need to change lanes. I need to redirect myself and my efforts and how much dedication and work I'm putting into something. Use that effort over here. Change it. These two pages are your catalysts, trying to give you signs in your knowings and in your feelings to confirm to you that it's time for a redirection. You're getting redirected, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles here with the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So again, we get that strong message that says the abundance and prosperity and community and commitment that I'm working so hard for is not down this road. And for some of you, this may be a relationship. Not for all of you, but think of it this way. It's like you've been pursuing a certain goal for some time, and it's like you just realized something has brought in that realization. It might have been communication you received. It may have been an insight that you just had. It may have been a light bulb that went off, a catalyst that came in some other form that really brought in an awareness that says, wow, the things that I've been putting all my efforts and energy towards to gain a certain outcome, it's not down this path. I've got to turn around and go somewhere else because it's not here. And when the Eight of Cups is in reverse, we may, at the root of this, sort of be doubting how we're feeling. We may be questioning it. We may not be trusting it. This Two of Cups makes me think two things. It's bringing in this message of I've got to trust myself and go where I feel I'm being guided to move. to trust the redirection. But for some of you, it's making me wonder if you're pushing a lot of energy into a relationship and making a lot of efforts in a connection, and it's not bringing in the commitment or the dedication back. It's not balanced. And so you may have to look at this relationship and say, is it time for me to move over here? Because this is where I'm going to, have the commitment I'm looking for, or have that mutual reciprocity that I'm looking for. Very interesting message of redirection right away. Let's have a look at the past. Is the Ace of Cups. Yeah. It may have started off moving in one direction. You may have felt like, yep, I'm on the right path here in the past. I feel it. I'm moving this way, and here I go. And then now in the present energy, you're getting this turning point, this fork in the road, where now it's time to redirect yourself and change how you're moving towards something. You might not, it's that idea of not changing the goal, but changing the route to get there. And there's the Star card in reverse. So some of this really may feel like you might confuse this with, I'm going to change the goal. No, don't change the goal. The goal is good. Change the path to get to the goal. And for some of you, if the goal feels like it also needs a change, have a look at it. But I mean, what I'm getting from this is saying, I need to go within and see where I'm not trusting something, where I have already set the intention towards something, but it may be revealing to me that my efforts are not being appreciated, or, like this could even be, for some of you, a career situation where you're giving and giving and giving to a certain career and maybe a certain employer, and finding that it's just not, you're not getting that promotion. You're not being seen as the valuable team player that you are. So it's like, well, then I need to reinvest myself. And if it's a company that you're working for, then it may be time to switch the company, not the career. But for some of you, it may be that if it's a work scenario, it may be that the vision you had for yourself started off looking at it saying, this is the career I want to be in. But now you're starting to feel, actually, I'm starting to feel a shift within myself that's saying, I think I want to change careers. It's not enough to just change the company I work for, or the field, not the field, but the company itself, and keep the field. For some of you, it might be that I need to change the field. And the other energy I'm feeling is that this could also be a relationship for somebody, where they're really investing themselves, hoping for a commitment in a relationship, and they're not getting it. So it's like, okay, well then I need to shift out of this relationship and start rebuilding myself here and focusing on what really serves me. And this whole reading started off with the Ace of Wands in reverse. You're ready to say no to something here, Cancer, and the reading is trying to confirm to you that yes, saying no, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. and wherever that's hitting for your life, I'm sort of feeling those three areas where someone may need to change where they do their work, someone may need to change the field of work they're in, and someone is in a relationship that they're looking for a commitment. And it's like the reading is trying to confirm that you're not going to get that commitment here. So it's time to reorganize and pursue something somewhere else. Let's see. Yeah, Hierophant. It's interesting. Again, there's a bridge here in the Hierophant. What's on the bottom? The Moon card. Yeah. Your experience is trying to show you where keeping a certain pattern in your life is not actually serving your highest good. And it may be that there's an inner reflection that needs to happen to see where the path here is trying to guide you to move next. And you're transforming when we see the Moon card. So something about you has shifted, where you have realized that the thing I'm trying to create for myself is not on this path. It's somewhere else. And I may need to go within myself to see where I'm holding on to a certain convention or tradition, or where I'm on a bridge that I need to actually turn around and go down a different bridge. The Hierophant also gives me an impression that for some of you, this may require some paperwork or some legal issues, or even someone to guide you, like an expert. There may be someone that can help guide you through this transformation and will, bring you out the other end feeling more like you're on the path towards achieving your goals. Oh, let's see here. That came out kind of funny. 3 of Cups and the 4 of Swords, both in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so wow. It's like you also need maybe a minute here to reflect on, like I'm telling you, for some of you, this is relationship heavy. Where are you feeling unsupported? Where are you not feeling seen? Where are you feeling like you need to recover from something and trust the redirection? You are being guided. I keep seeing a fork in the road. You are being guided to take a different path, my friends. Cancer, what you're looking for is not on the path you're on. And it's time to trust that and bring it into completion. Integrate. What is this experience trying to teach me about myself, and that I'm moving towards or on a path that doesn't serve me? Now, again, I'm feeling both energies. It is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. But for some of you, you know that you're not moving towards something that's going to bring in the goal that you have. And for others of you, you're on the wrong path entirely. And it's time to change the path, not the goal. But for others of you, it's the goal is good. It's the path you're on that's not going to bring that goal in. So if you've been feeling those kind of energies around shifting your direction, your path, and it may have felt really good when it started, but you're transforming. We saw the Moon card in reverse. We see the Sun, the Star card in reverse. The 8 of Cups shows you leaving that beach, but not feeling certain about it. So trust it. I hope this reading reaches you as a confirmation that this cycle is ready to close. It's ready for a new beginning. And Queen of Cups, your emotions are going to be the strongest indication of that message of letting go. That hanging on to something that isn't bringing in the outcome that you're wanting to create, or if you're settling. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for that. That they just gave me the word. It's settling. If you're settling, you're in a sense really sabotaging your authenticity. You're abandoning what's true and settling for something that's where right now it's almost like a message to say, let's really focus on how we're feeling and trust that as an indication of the direction not being 100% here. It's time to let that go. I just want to take one more with that Queen of Cups. Oh, it's the King and the Magician. That's so interesting. And the Fool. Yeah, it's time. You've got the World and the Fool with the Magician. The King of Cups is saying your inner environment is trying to guide you to shift your outer perspective on how you're feeling about something, to trust it. And your feelings really are the things that create for you. So as above, so below. Whatever you're focused on is what you're going to see show up for you. And right now, it's like you're barking up the wrong tree here, Cancer. What you're looking for is not on that path. It's time to find a new path, to trust the redirection. Trust the redirection. Yes, no place like home, and clean it up. As I cut the oracle cards, it's time to clean up one cycle to move into something that feels true to you. Yeah, it's time for a new beginning here, Cancer. Let's see. Change in the wind. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that, right? You're being blown in a different direction, and there's time to go. You're resisting it. Time to go, when it shows up in my hand in reverse, is very similar to this 8 of Cups, where we know it's time to go, but emotionally we're like, but what if nothing else comes in its place? With that 4 of Pentacles that we saw. Put those mindsets to rest, my friend. And if it has to do with a relationship or relationships, or anything that feels like it has emotional attachment to you. I mean, our jobs and our where we work can really develop a strong emotional attachment. If it's time to go, it's time to go. You know, if you hang on to things that are no longer for you, it's just going to feel like self-abandonment, right? So trust the redirection that it is time to go. And you've got this message in a bottle saying, I've got good news for you on the other side of this. I got a new Ace of Cups. You started with an Ace of Cups in the past. There's a new version of this fulfilling energy coming in. It's just not where you're looking right now. There's something you're investing your energy in here, Cancer, that it's time to look at trusting this redirection. This cycle is ready to close, my friends. Wow. Very interesting. A lot of food for thought here. And very interesting imagery coming in from Spirit on this reading, showing me that fork in the road, and that it's time to really trust that there's a higher perspective that can see you're walking in circles. You're making efforts somewhere where you're not getting anywhere. It may, in some way, you may think, well, if I just keep trying with that Eight of Pentacles, but at what cost? At what cost? When you can think about that bird's eye view, can see, gosh, if they just took that path, look what's over there. Trust the redirection, my friends. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, and I will see you again soon. Sending you so much love and light, my friends. Take care.